Very good.
Always a good way to start a podcast, isn't it? Laughing.
Yeah. But it's because Matt always says something fucking stupid before.
Yeah.
To be honest, he said something stupid during the podcast as well.
He does. He said a few things.
So it looks like
back.
Matt's controversial comment on Archie Gray has upset a few Tottenham fans. I agree with the Tottenham fans, Matt. I disagree with your opinion on.
I think they're displacing a bit, don't you? I think they're trying to shift the argument because of their laughable.
Yeah.
What does that mean about United?
The manager.
United are no longer relevant. What? Sorry.
You know what I'm just going to say here? Yeah, I've just seen a lovely text that Basuma sent to Postecoglou and put online, and it seems like all Tottenham players have stood out in solidarity with Postecoglou. I find this really interesting. Do they see last season as a success, like from the way they performed in the league? Like, it didn't work. They finished 17th.
Yeah.
I guess
they won
my
a trophy.
thoughts is, how can they've won Europa? How can they? The league was a fucking disaster.
It was, but I mean, it's got them into Champions League, hasn't it? So it's got them a more money. He's brought them silverware for the first time in fuck knows how long. So
17 years. It's
17
not that.
years.
Don't talk about this Tottenham trophy issue. So only 17 years. Don't get me wrong, they've had opportunities in that time to win tournaments, but they've achieved more than United in the last 10 years. When you think of they got to a Champions League final.
Yeah.
I know, but I think it's that, and again, I'm not going to get too much back into it, but it's that Harry Kane, world class, he should be winning trophies. But they just didn't. They just didn't fucking win anything. Now they've won some. I just can't understand why they sacked him. Yes, it was a shit Premier League season, but...
Oh, I can.
Then you have every right to sack Amorim, but I don't know.
How many games did Tottenham lose last year? Like 22, 24?
It was ridiculous, and I can't see them. I couldn't ever see them getting better with Ange, but I still don't think after winning the trophy you can warrant sacking him. He's done what you've probably asked for.
Yeah, you should have given him a start of the season, given him a transfer window, seen what he could have done, and
but you did that last season, mate. Look what the fucking hell it did to you.
Yeah,
you sat one
for the last 10 years, mate. Never mind last season.
It's kind of like delaying the inevitable, isn't it?
He won a title, didn't you? You kept him on because he won the FA Cup. You sacked him 3 months later, and if I'm right, it cost you 15 million to sack him.
Yeah.
Because you didn't sack him in the summer.
It's almost like delaying the inevitable if they kept Ange.
Yeah, agreed.
Has Gav froze for anybody else? Because it just looks like he's fell asleep.
Yeah.
You know, Matt and Mike keep doing it for me as well. They keep freezing, so I don't know what it is.
Anyway, go on. Yeah. A bit like Sheffield Wednesday's future transfer business, Joe. The transfer embargo.
A bit like Sheffield Wednesday's payroll, that keeps freezing.
Yeah. A free window embargo, I am now odds on for you for relegation.
Why do I kind of get the feeling that you'll get shafted more than what Man City are?
Because we're a little club.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Whatever punishment City get if they get found guilty.
Yeah, I was. They paid
the repercussions of what Sheffield United. I said Sheffield United. There we go. What Sheffield Wednesday will get will probably be a lot more than what Man City will get.
I'm past caring now. I'm past caring.
Man City pay the players on time, Gav.
Yeah.
Can we actually talk about that City thing? What's actually happening with that? Is that just gone now? It's supposed
it's not gone, mate. We
were supposed to hear something.
Yeah, it'll rear its head again, and City will be in a pretty poor position after it. It's just United fans deflecting on all performances on and off the pitch. Not like there is 110 charges. Some of them charges are to do with fucking the pitch.
That's bollocks. That it's nothing to do with deflecting. It's been good. People have been talking about this for the last 2 or 3 years, not just since we've been shit on the pitch this last year. Fuck all do with it.
Yeah. I agree.
Do you not think
We could have won by some miracle the Premier League. We'd have
Because
still been talking about
I
it.
personally think if that was Everton, they would be probably relegated to Championship.
Good.
They'd find a way to. Yeah, but how's that fair? Just because it's City?
Mate, Everton.
I know. No, but I'm saying.
I went out for tea the other day. Little and went toilet, blocked it. Everton are that shit that won't flush.
Yeah, and
They
I
just
get
need to
that.
get relegated. I
But
fucking hate them. They're
how
a
is it that they?
horrible club.
I don't think I like them. But how is it that they? How is it that they get these 10-point deductions every? But then City, they can break 100 and odd laws. Whether even all
Because
of them are.
Matt, you don't know what percentage of them are actually serious.
But what is
110
serious?
rules
What did
were
Everton do?
broken. Like I said, mate, one of them was because it's fucking length at pitch. Like, come on, let's play the fucking game. We, as a forward, know nothing about that City situation, and it's clearly incredibly complex when it took 2 or 3 years.
I'm not saying it's.
to
And they might.
Do we think that when Pep finally goes, that's when they're going to get their comeuppance, and that's when they get all their charges and all
No,
I
that?
don't think they will. The
before
lawyers
it
are too good.
happens.
Yeah.
The lawyers
You
that they
reckon?
have will
I
be too
think he
good.
will, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is, after he's gone, do you think that's when they'll go, right, you're having these point deductions, you're
I don't
getting these
think
fines?
it
Do
will be,
you
mate.
reckon not?
I think whatever happens, they're going to appeal it anyway, and it's just going to get dragged out even longer. They're not just going to sit back and think it. They'll have a massive legal team, won't they? And they will appeal it and drag it out as long as they can.
I was going to say, because City got banned from the Champions League for 5 years, and the lawyers are so good they got them back on it. Like they got the best lawyers in the world, haven't they? So no matter whatever happens, they'll win anything.
Inter's worse than what City's done. No one's fucking jumping up and down about that, have they?
Probably mentally, that.
Would you give a fuck when they just lost 5-0 to PSG in a final?
Did you not see the Inter stuff though, Matt?
No.
No, the Inter stuff's really bad, yeah. It's far, far worse than City's.
We get that, but we don't know the ins and outs of Cities yet, do we? We just know.
Exactly. We know that we've done something wrong.
It's not smoke without fire, but there's also that, is there a witch hunt because it's just.
Well, we've got a smokeless fire pit, so
But Mike, if you Man United had 100 and something charges to the name, just say accused of it, and let's say even I don't know, you'd want to hear some sort of answer to it.
they'd probably build a £3 billion stadium instead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's be fair, mate. Based on their transfer history, they should have 110 charges against them.
There's 85 for Maguire.
70 on fucking Hoyland. That's 10 charges on his own.
I've got a really good name for him, but I can't say it.
Why?
It's just offensive to a certain committee.
Well, let's not, because I've already...
You should offend any kind of community, Matt. Go on.
It took me 4.5 hours to edit the last one, and that were only an hour and a half long.
Go on, say it, Matt. We need the views. Go on.
No, I can't.
Maybe we'll throw it in later on. We've got a lot to get through today. We want to get us team of the season done in. I feel like this could take us about 3.5 hours.
It's going to take us a season.
When Gavin Butt brings up fucking massive.
Oh, don't start. Don't fucking start.
Before we do, I know there's something you wanted to mention, Mike.
Big Uwaya, what a real shame that was yesterday. Uwaya Rennie, former Premier League referee. Always remember him, Matt actually ordered the United fans, so he probably won't remember him so kindly, for being the first referee that didn't favour the big clubs, and he would stand up to anyone. He was a retard cunt. Unfortunately, his life he got really poorly at the end of last year. And then died suddenly, unfortunately, over the yesterday, which were really sad. One of the reasons, I guess, one of the referees that I thought, yeah, that's the kind of referee I wanted to be when I went through my qualifications. So, yeah, really sad. Obviously, Sheffield.
I mean, first black referee as well. When you think how long it took,
mate, Trailblazer.
How long it took for them to get the first ever black referee? I mean, you think like the history of the Football League, and he became, what was it, early to mid-90s? He became a referee.
Yeah, I'd say 97.
It took that long, but all credit to the guy. And
It's not a name I recognise, but as soon as I seen his face, I thought, oh, it's that referee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a good
yeah,
He's,
ref.
bad
Like,
news.
it was.
He's a Sheffield lad, Joel.
I know. I read. Yeah.
I was going to say, because
Same
Sheffield
as a
United
blade.
posted.
And
Yeah,
you know what? He
United
didn't let players intimidate him either.
Did he? Fuck, mate. No, he hardcore.
Did not let
I
players
think he
intimidate
was
him
a
at all.
karate teacher or something, wasn't he?
Something like that,
Well,
yeah. I think
Yeah.
Jason McAteen's done a really lovely tribute to him today. It shows a picture where he'd tackled Keane and Keane were going after him, and Rennie was like holding Keane back and stopping him, and he just said what a lovely bloke he was, and he saved my life that day, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in a
Very
lot of
sad.
respect from me. He refereed us at, I think it was the playoff final in 2001 when we got promoted up Cardiff. So whenever he left us, it was always a pretty happy moment. Really, really sad. And yeah, I think over 300 matches, went on the FIFA list in 2000. And yeah, I think it's actually really sad news because, like I said, he was definitely one that we had a lot of respect for as a football fan because he wasn't a biased cunt like you might deem Tranmere bastard. Web United bastards. All them folk, he was proper down to earth, and I think that's what fans respected. Like you had cunts like Mike Riley around when you already was an excellent referee. Proper sad by his loss, but buzzing for what he did and what he stood for. Like I said, first black referee. He become an honorary doctorate at the Sheffield University for his
I
work in the
remember.
community. So he did a lot for people, and he lost the ability to walk after a rare condition
Wow.
paralysed him last year. In April. So he'd gone from having a normal life until 3 months ago, losing his ability to walk, and he had to retrain himself to walk. Yeah,
I didn't realise he was in his 60s now. You kind of forget, don't you?
65, yeah. Still no age, mate, is it? Still no
It's
age.
not. It's not. But yeah, it's very, very tragic.
Yeah, very, very,
very
very
sad.
tragic. And yeah, like I said, it was unfortunate, really. But yeah, always a good referee. He wasn't a biased fuck. And we always seem to
Very
do
sad.
really well when he refed us.
I think let's move on to something a little bit more upbeat and laughable now.
Oh, we're talking about it.
Gavin. No, we'll just listen to Gavin try and sneak as many Man United players into our team of the season as
I'm not
possible.
even going to bother because you know what? We could have won the fucking triple and it wouldn't have mattered with you guys. So
It would.
I
I've
think
heard
we
it.
should
Of course it would have.
we should give a shout out, to the last video that we posted. Everyone who commented on there before we
Yeah.
go into the team season. And I have decided to put Archie Gray in at defence. So
We need to decide on a formation.
What's Liverpool's formation in this season? I think the best team should be the
4-3-3.
formation we go for.
Yeah,
4-3-3 sounds good for me. I'm
This
not doing
way.
that 5-3-2 bollocks. Fuck that.
No, fuck. Amarin.
4-3-3, just a standard 4-3-3 like this, yeah.
There we
That's
go.
perfect. Yeah.
So three
okay.
centre midfielders and 2 wingers and a striker.
Right, so we start with keeper then.
I think we can
Or do
rule
we
on that.
start
now.
wherever?
I think
wherever
Hutton had as well up there for comedy value. I think it sells, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be Forest keeper, hasn't it?
Cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sells deserves it this season. Been a good buy. Forest have done some good business for me. Yeah, I think Sells fully deserves it. I'm trying to think of a second. Who else has done all right this season?
I mean, Allison, but that's to be
Who did he share Golden Glove with?
Oh, Raya
right.
Yeah.
was Arsenal keeper, wasn't it?
He's
Yeah.
had a few mistakes,
Yeah.
all right, hasn't he? Though, like a few flappers and.
Yeah. I think just talk about goalkeepers. I think there's a few clubs in need of a goalkeeper.
Man United.
And United And Chelsea, for me, a lot of
Yeah.
their success next season depends on getting a good goalkeeper in.
Yeah.
What we on
Right,
both?
who's next then?
Going right back
Any?
or left back? Go right back.
Any? I can't. That one.
Yeah, that's right back. Yeah, it's on the
Yeah.
right.
Who are we having right back then?
I'm gonna go with
Munoz?
Munoz. Yeah,
Yeah, Palace.
been solid.
You reckon?
Who's
Yeah.
yours,
See,
Joel?
when I penciled it in, I just felt, especially towards the end of the season, I just thought Trent, but
Yeah, but you've got to think it over the whole season, don't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
Luke Shaw.
Well, that's left back,
That's
so we're
right.
not onto that yet.
Oh, sorry, it's because it's the other way around. Oh, who are we saying then?
Munoz.
Yeah, I'd go with Munoz.
Palace right back. I think he's been very good all season. I think there's a big move coming for him. Do you agree?
I think there'll be a few bids for a few Palace players.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Palace have got. I think Palace's summer and success next season is dictated on what happens
Yeah.
with the players that end up leaving this year.
Cool. Do you want to go left back?
Yeah, Matt, this is an easy one, isn't it? Joel,
I was gonna say-
if you agree.
I was going to say
Kirkes?
Kirkes, but yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Say again.
Kirkes,
Kirkes.
of
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, who is also going to be Liverpool's new left back.
Yeah.
They're getting some good business done early, aren't they?
Listen, they're smashing it at the moment.
Am I spelling it wrong?
KU.
KUR, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Footnose.
Who else left back? Who else has been like good at left back as well? I mean,
You mean one we
Just
can
because I
sell?
can't spell it.
no, just dog.
Yeah.
Ke. Yeah, there you go.
When
Yeah,
Shaw
there
ends
you
up on team of the season because he's the only one Joel can spell.
Milos Kirkes. He's actually going to get, like I said, a big move to Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah. I mean,
trying
just. Oh no, it's not relevant, but I don't know if you watched that Nuno Mendes yesterday. How good he was. United were linked to him in December, weren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know, and you seen him yesterday. He was absolutely amazing. Like, he's probably the best left back in the world right now. He's just so good.
Who's that, Matt?
That Nuno Mendes, yeah, for PSG and Portugal.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. If you saw him yesterday, he carried Portugal.
I don't watch international football unless it's a
No, I don't. But
a big
yeah,
tournament.
Yeah, no, it was good though.
I think just thinking of honourable mentions,
Yeah.
Guardiola was okay
Yeah.
at City.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always good though, isn't he? Like a solid player.
Yeah, I think that's who I penciled in.
Nori, he's just signed for City.
Sorry, this is actually a good one. Aina.
Arnold?
No, thanks, Matt.
Aina at Forest.
Yeah.
Aina?
Oh, that
I think-
Arnold. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I think
Yeah.
he'd be second if anyone.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd not disagree there.
I was tossing up between two
Aaron?
Thank you,
Two?
pardon.
Two what?
between two Forest players for centre back. We've got Morato or Milenkovic.
I thought Murillo, but is he?
Murillo, yeah,
Or Murillo, yeah.
Yeah, Murillo is a definite for me. Murillo's been fantastic this season.
And I'd say Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Personally.
Over Saliba.
Yeah, I'd say just because he's
Reckon?
been captain, he's won the league, he's been Van Dijk, hasn't he? So I'd
Gav's tuned out. He's not bothered anymore.
Still here. Don't worry, I'm just thinking.
Gav just
Got
checking
face
why
on.
Harry Maguire's not in there.
Do you reckon we'll get a United player on here?
No.
Absolutely fucking nuts.
Good.
Are we going Murillo then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murillo
I'd
definitely the centre back.
Yeah.
Again,
And
he's
Van Dijk.
Sort of, yeah. Oh,
about Saliba?
totally.
Yeah,
No, do you
Saliba's
know
not a
what,
bad one, but
Matt? What about the Bournemouth lad that's just gone to Real Madrid?
Dean Huyson. Yeah, he's a shout, but if we're talking about team of the season, you can't. I have to put Van Dijk in. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, his ceilings. His Huyson could be the next big thing, but at the moment,
He's good with
to
Duck.
go from signing for Bournemouth one summer to signing for Real Madrid the next, you
yeah.
want
Yeah,
I mean,
he's good with
That's
Duck. He
right, isn't
is.
it?
in fairness, he was at
He's good with
Juventus.
Duck. He is.
he's good with Ducky.
He was at Juventus, though, wasn't
Mate,
he?
Matt's
So
thick as
it's
fuck.
not.
He's not getting that with
Yeah,
him.
no, yeah, he's not getting that.
Sorry.
He's saying that.
No, I was saying he was at Juventus and Roma, so it's not like he's not played at these smaller teams.
Has he ever played for Worcester? Sorry. Any Source fans watching, they'll get that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that though. We
Centre
could do a
mid
bench. We could do a bench at the end of it, just the ones who
We could
could've-
do a bench.
Bench makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could add a bench. Right,
Midfielders.
centre.
Oh,
And
Declan
I'm
Rice.
Rice, yeah.
I don't think Rice gets in there.
know. I don't think Rice gets in. I don't know why. I think, yeah, he was good in the Champions League semi-final, and he's always good. Like, he's consistently good, but he's not been outstanding. I'd say Gibbs White has been better in terms of what he's
What
brought.
about thinking? Gravenberch.
Yeah. McAllister, I'd say McAllister though, personally.
Yeah, I think McAllister probably over Gravenberch.
Yeah, I think he's a bigger player for Liverpool in terms of.
I'm going to piss you all off now and say Bruno, just to piss you off.
Oh, for fuck's
What about
sake.
Caicedo?
He don't get in.
What about Matt? Probably Caicedo.
19 goals and 20 assists.
Yeah, Caicedo's a shout.
Caicedo's probably been statistically the best centre mid this season.
And
We
he's
don't
carried
talk
Chelsea.
statistics.
Oh, apparently we don't now. No, but he's been Chelsea's best player. I can't imagine not putting him in. But I'm going to say, for me, McAllister. I think.
We've got 3 centre midfielders, so let's think sensibly. And I think this brings us on to, after this, the Mount Rushmore of.
Oh yeah, have you seen?
Apart from Rio Ferdinand, who's
Rio
now got
Ferdinand's.
new statues being built in on Mount Rushmore. Just
Shall we start up front then and then go backwards if we're
Yeah.
in
He can do.
yeah.
Right. Right wing.
right wing? Got to be one
Brennan Johnson.
person.
Yeah.
Oh no, Mahrez.
Yeah, Mahrez. Yeah,
No, I'm joking, Salah, obviously.
it's got to be Salah, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's no brainer.
Even I can say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on the left,
Oh, left wing.
see, I'd struggled there because
Embuemo.
He's more of a right winger, isn't he? Not like
I know.
we
So
can
we
stick
could
him
put Embuemo in mid, couldn't we?
Yeah.
No, he's not a midfielder.
He's not a centre midfielder, is he? He's a...
No, and there's absolutely no chance on this earth you're putting him as a striker. There's been better strikers. I think Embuemo's an honourable mention.
Embuemo's not a
Generally-
midfielder and he's not a striker.
No, he's not our
he's a
striker. He's not the best
right-wing-
striker in the league.
No. But there's not really any left wingers from
What about Isaac as a striker?
Oh, Isak's our
I
striker.
had Isak. I had Isak
That's
on my left wing. Are we all in agreement for Isak?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
obviously a winger,
Isak is a
but
striker for me.
yeah, he's a
Oh, you
striker.
can look like fucking hell.
But there's no other left wingers. There's not a single left winger you could say, except from maybe Gordon, but he's not up there to be team of the season.
No, he's not.
Like, there's no
Isak
left
got
wingers.
29 goal contributions, 23 goals, 6 assists.
Yeah. So obviously I put him in there, and I will put Chris Wood in the middle.
Yeah.
But
You would put Chris Wood in the middle.
yeah.
That was the front three I'd pick, but then I felt like I didn't want to have three Forest players in.
Well, I'm not going to lie, I'd have Embuemo over Chris Wood.
Really?
You reckon?
Embuemo got 27 goals and assists.
So
Yeah,
do we
but-
have Mbeumo and then Chris Wood on bench?
Yeah, could
I
do.
think Chris Wood dropped off at the wrong time, where Embuemo was good all season.
You reckon?
Yeah, but if you're
But
basing it just
Mbeumo-
on that stats, Bruno got 29 goals in this, so
For fuck's sake.
I'm just saying, if you're basing it purely on stats.
How many is that? Four attempts.
Yeah, I'm trying for 10.
Yeah.
Are you going for it?
Guys, don't forget, how many did Bruno get then, did you say?
19 goals and 20 assists, weren't it?
Is that league and cup or just league?
No, League and Cup.
But I'm going to say, United only scored 44 goals. I think we know the
Yeah.
bigger problem there. I think Embuemo's a striker, me, if we're going to go this way, because I think he was more impactful over the...
I get
He was
it,
more
but
consistent over the season. I mean, Wood set off like a
Yeah.
thing, didn't he?
I think Chris Wood's drop-off in form coincided with missing out on Europe, missing out on Champions League.
But do you not think that even just because he was that good at the start, they got to that position because he was banging in headers all the time? And Bremo, he's been at Brentford for a few years now. He's consistently good in terms of a season-wise. I think Chris Wood was a more standout this season. He stood out more, and I don't know. I have no argument over both. I think both could be in there.
Yeah,
I think if it makes sense, we'd put Embuemo left wing and then put Isaac in the middle.
Yeah, positionally, it makes sense.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck. We're doing some dodgy footy man stuff now.
I don't mind that, but if we're doing a bench, I think Chris Wood's got to be on that bench.
yeah, I think I'm in agreement there.
I think
So,
you get an honourable mention, though, Cunha.
Yeah,
Who?
I'd say Cunha gets an on. Yeah,
Cunha.
definitely. Yeah.
is that your way in for a Man United player?
no.
To get in there?
Yeah.
No, because he weren't a United player last season, was he? So
No, it won't.
I'm
But
going to give a big, strong no on the fact that before December, Wolves barely won a game. I think
Well,
he'd
that's
come
not
into
on-
form.
Yeah, but that's like
Who's that?
Cunha.
yeah, but that's
Alright.
like Chris Wood though. He was on form at the start and had his
No,
drop off.
Chris Wood was good for probably 75% of the season. Like Cole Palmer was good up until December. Then he dropped
Massively.
off a cliff, didn't he? He was a bit like Man United's form after Amarin come in.
right, I'm not going to be right.
Right. Centre mid then, Bruno Fernandes?
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, what's that youngster? Palace is about. Oh,
Not
So
Wharton.
I'm a
Wharton, no.
massive Wharton fan, and the only reason Wharton's not in there, he missed about 4 or 5
Missed
months.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah,
Does Eze
he's
get
who
in
United
midfield?
should have signed. Ooh.
It's not a bad shout. Personally, I'm.
If we're not thinking balance, I think Eze probably is in there. But I mean, for me, Casado was probably the best centre defensive mid.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get him in there then.
I personally
'Cause I'm not.
would say McAllister. I think. But
CAI, Joel.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, there you are. I don't disagree with McAllister either, Matt. I think you've made the right decision with McAllister.
You reckon?
But is it McAllister or Gravenberch?
Yeah, they're both equally quite good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Maybe Gravenberch because he's. I'm thinking of it as a like he's just been on the. He didn't have the best season the season before. And now he's up to it. I don't know.
Oh, Matt's roboting on us.
Yeah, no idea what he's saying.
no.
Sorry, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Goodness me.
Tottenham fans have hacked his laptop. Right, go on.
So,
That thing.
Wait, can you hear me
I
now?
feel like McAllister. Yeah, I can hear you.
Fortunately, yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I'd say
McAllister
McAllister.
creeps in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
happy
think
with that.
McAllister's right. Yeah,
Left or right?
I'm not that asked.
It doesn't matter, does it really?
No.
No.
Centimetres are centimetres.
Then that last spot.
Oh,
It's either Rice or Gravenberch, isn't it?
you've got Gibbs White. That's probably a shout as well.
Hmm.
You've got Eze that's definitely up there as a shout.
Yeah.
Who else has been really good in centre midfield this season? I hope next year is Wharton doesn't get injured because I'm a massive fan of Adam Wharton, even if he's a fucking dingle
A dingle.
bastard. Yeah. I think that last space is probably between a few players, actually.
I don't want to upset any Arsenal fans, but I feel like we'd upset them if we didn't put an Arsenal player in. So
Either
maybe
finish second.
Rice.
Yeah, Rice sounds like a first shout as well.
Yeah. I said Rice, yeah.
Interestingly,
Oh,
Rice was included in the Premier League
It wasn't.
and
it
um,
was.
FA team of the season and FIFA team of the season.
Yeah.
I think he's come on leaps and bounds under Arteta, actually, Rice, and I think Arteta deserves a lot of credit for what he's done with Declan Rice.
I think, yeah. Well, I think Rice was already. He was already that good when he first joined. They did pay 100 and odd million for him, didn't they? Or 80 odd million. I can't remember precisely.
Yeah,
In fact, just bringing it up, our team of the season is not too different to the Premier League fan team of the season.
yeah. I think we've got the same full backs and Van
Except they've
Dijk.
got Bruno in.
No, they've got Saliba
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
instead of
instead of Murillo, they've not put a Forest player in.
Yeah,
Well, I think they put
but they're
Watford
just 4-4-2, so they've got Gravenberch, Salah, Rice, and Buemo across
Yeah.
the middle, and then Isaac and Wood up front.
Yeah.
Right, how do I do?
He deserves a lot of respect for his season. There we go. Joel Bench then.
So who are we
So, Wood.
saying? Wood, yeah. Not Greenwood.
Yeah, he's a rapist. Sorry, he wasn't proven guilty.
How many are we having the bench? 7?
So you can have one for sort of each position, but I don't
like a
want.
backup one.
I don't think we need it.
No, I think one winger. Who's our backup winger that had a good season?
Backup winger.
Well, you've got to put Thingy on them, haven't you, Cunha?
Yeah, I'd say Cunha, but he's not a
And
winger.
Wood.
A United player on.
No.
He's at Wolves.
I wouldn't be against Cunha. Yeah, just doesn't have, just as an attacker. Doesn't matter if he's not a winger.
Yeah. Tuna.
Yeah.
Our sub goalkeeper.
Alisson, Raya.
Or Nana.
Nana, yeah.
Guardiola.
I think even Gav will argue against Onana.
Yeah.
Guardiola in net.
No, I'm on about on the bench.
On left back.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say Aina. And then Guardiola could be just centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Oh no, Huyson's got centre back for me.
Yeah. I
Hoyson
think
sauce,
we could have
yeah?
two. We could have two. We could have two.
Not
Hoyland.
Højbjerg.
Not Hoyland.
Højlund.
How am I spelling it?
Just put Dean.
H-U-S.
Try Dean.
Yeah, type in Dean H.
There you go.
Yeah, him.
Dean Howson.
And then Guardiola on left.
Yeah. The centre mid, I think, is Gravenberch and Eze.
Yeah.
That should give us 7 subs, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody Trezeguet, what a player. No, obviously, big summer ahead, especially looking at some of the weaker sides that are in there. How many of these players do you think are going to move on this summer? So, Mbremo's obviously linked to a move to a smaller club. Cunha's already signed for a smaller club.
The
Kirkes,
Liverpool lot won't move.
45 million for Kirkes to
Yeah.
Liverpool.
The Liverpool lot won't move. They're all set there. So
Yeah.
Salah,
Isak,
McAllister.
I wonder if someone comes in for Isak after this season. He
They
deserves a move, but I think
won't.
he's a bit too expensive, yeah.
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 Newcastle will keep hold of him. I don't think they need the money, do they?
No. And I think that fat lad at Forest is going to do everything he can to keep his team together. Speaking of Punch of the Week, that's coming soon.
We're all happy with that then.
Yeah.
I think we're good there.
Yeah.
I think we've done all right.
It's a solid team, that.
Yeah, we're just going to sub goalkeeping. I think we just put Raya because that's 7 subs then, isn't it? So it's actually a full squad.
Yeah.
Right.
So Raya at Arsenal, and I think we're good. There is your decent pod team of the season.
Decent pod.
Decent tackle pod.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not
There
a,
you
not
go.
a
Read them a
single.
week, Tottenham and Man United fans.
I was going to say, not a single United or Tottenham player.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'd still piss league.
Yeah, well, I don't think many United fans will be backing them this season to finish in the top 2 like last season.
No.
I finally got a payment off somebody yesterday for the Europa League final defeat with the money that I was owed.
You just bet with United fans then?
Yeah. I think it's a big season for a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
Chelsea are spending a lot of money and not getting a lot out of it, in my opinion.
I don't know how they're even surviving with that. Like,
Spurs, God knows, and then United. United have, for me, the biggest transfer window they've ever had this summer.
Yeah.
I don't think they've had a bigger transfer window in the last.
but
Since the transfer
they've
window.
they've obviously got Cunha. They look to be getting Emblemo. So I'd say that's a good start to that.
There was
season.
talk of
So,
but I know Everton are looking at giving him a new deal, but there was talk of him potentially getting Calvert-Lewin as well.
Oh, God. you know.
Well, he's thinking. He's not signed a new deal, has he? So
No,
Oh, God,
fucking
you won't want him. I'd rather Hoyland.
absolute sick note.
I thought you was going to say Brampthwaite and you came out with...
Yeah, so did I. I was
Oh,
waiting for it.
no, that's the latest one, Calvert-Lewin.
I thought you were going to sign Mason Mount.
They've already got him.
When's he going to turn up?
Oh, I didn't know. When did he start?
Yeah, I think the trick of the situation. I think they're trying to sign Mbeumo at the minute. He's going to cost them 60 million. So they've already spent 120 million on 2 players. Mbeumo is demanding 250 grand a week. Is he worth 250 grand a week? That's put him as one of the highest players in the Premier League.
The thing I do think the strategy that they're probably going with now is signing proven Premier League players instead of having another Hoyland who looked all right on paper and then he turns out to be
proven at poor clubs, Matt.
yeah, but that makes it even better then. Instead
He
of
doesn't want you pay 60 million from.
no, but if they can do it at Brentford,
You've been proven against poor clubs.
No, proven at poor clubs. So if they can do it for
proven at poor
Brentford,
clubs.
Brentford
But they're
and
proven
Wolves.
playing in front of 20,000 people at Brentford, mate.
Yeah, but they play.
They've got to go and sit with 75,000 cunts on a Saturday afternoon at Old Trafford. That's when they struggle.
You're talking about Wolves like it's
United
not.
can't win home games.
You're talking about Wolves like it's not a shithole.
But Wolves are fucking dive.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So it's not. I don't think it. I mean, some of these players play internationally as well. So I think it's the probably strategy that they're going ahead with now is a lot better than signing ex-Ajax players or that type
I mean,
of
I
stuff.
know the answer.
Go on.
You
Liquidation.
just need to play Northern football.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's what we need. Not liquid.
Well, it is.
Yeah, Northern
Yeah.
football.
It's been in there. It's been in front of them all along, or behind them, as it were. Stood on that
Even
goal line.
Lee Grant, who's now the massive ambassador for Northern football,
Northern football.
was at United as a sub goalkeeper. So
Yeah.
he should be
Yeah.
inspiring that through his reserve career.
He was.
fact.
He was for the Massive as well. He was a goalkeeper at the Massive.
Yeah.
There's actually an incredible tweet by Stork in 2017, and it says Kylian Mbappe is put through on goal, but Lee Grant stays tall and denies the forward at close range. That was in 2017. Lee
Northern
Grant
football.
Northern football.
stopping Kylian Mbappe.
Them French fucks can't handle it.
much.
I mean, we may as well, to be fair, it's quite an interesting side way talking to the Champions League final. We've alluded a little bit, obviously. PSG deserved winners. Isn't it funny when you get your cunts out your squads like your Neymars, like your
Oh, your
Mbappe?
big name Charlie's, yeah.
Yeah, that PSG were the best team in Europe by a million miles.
Mm.
And I think that was a lesson to a lot of clubs this summer. That once you get rid of the powerful ego.
Not to go back onto Spurs as well, but they've got rid of Kane and now they've won a trophy.
Well,
No,
I'm still of the. Let's take away what he does on the pitch. I'm still of the opinion that Bruno Fernandes is a dreadful dressing room player at United, and he's far too influential.
might be a bad dresser, but he's a good player. I can't deny it.
I'm not disputing his football ability, but there's a reason why he's doing everything and no cunt's doing anything else.
Yeah.
What he
And
does
there's a reason he doesn't get in our team of the season.
Yeah, 'cause he's a United player.
But yeah, as you said, super teams just don't work.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I thought
I think
NBA.
PSG have proven, haven't they? You can buy the 11 best players in the world, it won't give you the best team.
Hmm.
You only have to go back, several years ago to the Euros. Some big teams in there, and Greece went ahead and won it. Didn't have
Yeah.
any big name Charlies in it. They just had a great team. That just
They do
played
it a
as
lot.
team.
They do it a lot in NBA. They sign all these, like, they call them like super teams and stuff. None of them's ever won really. Like it's same with football now. It's like you can.
But
I
you
think
know,
obviously
just think we're too quick to hype players up nowadays. I mean, they have
No, I
half
mean,
a
no,
decent season and they end up with a fucking massive bloody
yeah.
transfer thing.
I mean, with the PSG, obviously they had Neymar, Messi who were aging, and I think they had a couple of more age. Verratti was getting on and stuff, but
They were Brazilian and Argentinian, weren't they?
yeah.
Oh, I've got another thing to add on this.
But no, it's like obviously the aging super teams never work. That's definitely.
I thought they were Brazilian and Argentinian.
You have just reminded me, though, another thing that I really want to fucking bring up. Get rid of
Go
this
on.
pre-match fucking show.
Of what?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
right, yeah. God.
Who was it? Limp Bizkit?
Lincoln
Park,
Park.
yeah.
Good effort.
Fuck it off.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand it. We're not. It's not American
Yeah, but why?
football, is it?
You tell me how
It's
many of
Northern
them
football.
actual fans in that stadium wanted to be treated to Linkin Park instead of some atmosphere or some song that might be special to their
Do
club.
you know why they do it?
Because they can't.
No, because they get so many of these like influencers and YouTubers like Fogden who vlog it and go, "Oh my God, it's Linkin Park!" And it's like there's so many like celebrities who were there for the first match. You know, all these. I don't know,
Yeah, but it's
Hollywood.
football. You don't need to fucking bring.
I know,
there's enough
but
fans to think it. You don't need to advertise the fucking sport. The
And
biggest
it
sport in
even-
the world.
they start doing these things like before the Champions League final. I don't know if any of you've seen it, but they had like Speed playing against like Roberto Carlos. They do all these promos, and it's like, just fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, just it's football
That guy's
match.
a
Like,
cunt. He had fucking, what's that fucking FIFA prick called? In his fucking
Giovanni,
bedroom.
exactly, yeah,
He
Infantino.
looks like a fucking molester as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like the influencer stuff drives me insane.
Mm.
Obviously my daughter is avid on wrestling, and she was
I was going
watching
to say
the Royal
Fogden
Rumble
then. I
earlier.
would have Fogden then. I was going to go.
But she was watching the Royal Rumble from earlier in the year where Speed comes in. No, luckily nearly dies from a spear. Unfortunately, not had enough. But these cunts are fucking everywhere. Like fucking rats.
It's almost got to that point where they're no longer the influencers, and it's like, I don't know, they're just feeding off them.
It's
Like,
like
it's
these
just mad,
final. They're making these finals for them to be, so they can record it to put it on the TikTok, the YouTube, and it's like, no one wants to watch fucking Linkin Park before. Just crack on with the game, play the Champions League.
Super Bowl, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Linkin Park are touring. If you want to go and watch them, you will buy tickets to go and watch them, right?
Yeah. I believe.
What happened to the days where you'd have a bunch of kids trying to kick the fucking take free kicks into fucking net at half time and something like that? Or the
Next,
local
next, you know what next
fucking
gonna happen
put it in the
next? They're going to be a Eurovision.
I'm sure.
No, but there's going to be a Eurovision, and then the Euros final to make it just an ultimate show of.
No.
Well, luckily they lose out on too much money for
But
that.
no, if they got rid of the pre-match, you're going to get the half time. So you either have one of them, and I think a
There'll
pre-match
be an
is probably
opening
better than
ceremony
half-time.
to World Cup final or some shit, won't they? Just,
Yeah.
Well,
They're
they
on
do.
about it for World Cup, aren't they?
They do opening
Our time
ceremonies.
show, is
They're
expected.
on about half-time show for World Cup
That's
final.
America again. Back in '94 when America had it, they wanted to change the rules then. Instead of having throw-ins, they wanted kick-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and didn't they want like one-on-ones instead of penalties?
Yeah. It's like, fuck off.
Didn't they
America.
used to do it like that?
You don't even call it fucking right sport.
Yeah.
Should we have a quiz?
Yeah, I like me just finish. I'm fed up of people trying to ruin the beautiful game.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fucking
Ruined it
well.
for me more than anything. Fucking United's post-season fucking thing.
Yeah. That's
What
the
a
biggest
load
mistake.
of shine.
Yeah. It's absolutely. I find that
after
pathetic.
your worst ever season, to travel halfway around the world to play 2 games and fucking then do an open top buzz tour with a fucking trophy that they've probably bought from fucking Toys R Us. Look at
And the best thing is, Gav, they still lost one of them games.
They still lost one of them games, yeah.
Against not even a real team. It was like Asian All-Stars or something. So they're not even a team. They just met. Yeah, it's like your mates just meeting up.
The other team all looks like
soccer aid.
Oh, look, my age. No, it's just embarrassing. And for the sake of what?
I'm looking forward to soccer aid next week.
Oh, that's who United are signing, aren't they? Justin.
Robbie Williams.
No, Justin. He's called Justin Barrison. That's his last name, Barrison.
Just embarrassing. Yeah.
Talking of embarrassing, before we move on to the quiz, can we talk about Nunes? Because that is the funniest story.
Oh, we've also got cunt of the week to do, so we need to quite get some fucking.
Oh, and I've actually got I've just got my also flop of the season as well. My actual flop of the season. So
it's not you.
Oh, were you lying about Archie Gray?
It's his fucking dick.
No, Archie Gray is one. But I'll take it back. He's not the flop because he's only young and he has played in multiple positions. The actual flop of the season is Chiesa. There you go.
Yeah, fair point.
Oh, yeah, that's a good for that. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Signing of the season is probably Dean Huyson.
Yeah.
Can we go back what I was saying before you?
Go on, Gav.
Sorry.
So, but anyone watching the podcast that hasn't seen, if you live under a rock or something, Nunes, so £85 million transfer sealed to Saudi Arabia. Is it Al Nassr? Jumps on the wrong fucking flight. Instead of going to Saudi Arabia, jumps on a flight to fucking South Africa and completely fucks up the deal. And now Al Nassr have pulled out the fucking deal. It's like, how the
if he can't get on right fucking plane, he's not going to shoot him that fucking net.
He doesn't just miss the goal, he misses a fucking plane as well, then, man.
Jesus Christ.
But, I mean,
that can't be real, that. He'll have done that. He's got to have done that on purpose.
Yeah, but, I mean, what, do they get 10% signing on fees? It's a fucking expensive thingy joke, isn't it? It's about $8.5 million. I mean, that's just ridiculous to do that. But, yeah, it's comical.
Yeah.
Go on, Mike, who's your cunt of the week?
Cunt of the week, Forest guy again. He's getting a bit popular.
Marian Arcus.
Yeah. That's
What's he done now?
Big fat cunt. So let me just find it. Today he's written to UEFA over Crystal Palace ownership situation and them being expelled from Europe. For some reason, Reeves reinstates the winter fuel payments have just come up when I've clicked on the article. Twice. Let me find him again. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get a boost into the Europa League because Crystal Palace are owned by two clubs, one that owns Lyon and one that owns Crystal Palace. There are no members of staff or players on loan between either club. However, Man City last season were in the same as Girona, who are owned by the same ownership group, and there was no risk. It does look like they are doing everything they can to keep Crystal Palace out of the Europa League this season, which is a massive shame. The first time in their history they've been there. I couldn't disagree any higher with anything about
It just doesn't make sense, though. They're there fair and square, aren't they?
Yeah, they won the fucking FA Cup final against Man City. They didn't expect to win it. Bonkers, honestly, absolutely fucking bonkers. Fat cunt should have stuck to what his own club failed at, which unfortunately, and I like Forest, by the way, was a really disappointing last game of the season against Crystal Palace. Chelsea. A massive bottle job against Leicester City at home where they drew 2-2.
Yeah, and then he went on the pitch, didn't he?
Yeah. But,
sort of put a bit of a dampener on what was a really good season for him.
Yeah.
Um,
and he's also done a lot of transfer business with the guy that owns Crystal Palace for the Brazilian lads that he got.
interesting.
Very, very, very interesting. But yeah, it's absolute bullshit. Anyway, Gav, I think you had a hero of the week. I don't know if anyone else has got any cunts of the week, but I know Gav had a hero.
I got a bit of a hero week, not really much, but
You're not Gav.
Oh, sorry. Gav's froze. I keep
I had a
thinking he's
hero
not
of the
here.
week, did I?
I thought he'd fell asleep.
It was that young child that passed away.
Oh, that young lad, yeah.
Yeah.
14-year-old young lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. It
Really
doesn't bear
sad
thinking
news.
about, does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Young footballer, yeah.
Yeah.
He clapped on the pitch, didn't he? But yeah, it's awful. Can't.
Who's yours, Matt?
There's not really much gone on. It's obviously near the end, but it just I think Ronaldo was in a post-match interview, and he said something about like I think the winner of the Ballon d'Or has to win the Champions League, and so then Ribery replied, "So you need to win the Champions League to win the Ballon d'Or," because obviously Ribery should have won it in 2013 when he won the Champions League, but it went to Ronaldo, who didn't win the Champions League. So he's basically throwing it back at what Ronaldo was saying. I don't know if you've seen it, but
Yeah, but Ribery doesn't have a say. He's a non.
no, but that when he was 2013, Ribery should have won it. That Ballon d'Or.
He was
Do you know what annoys me?
15-year-old French prostitute. So
Yeah.
What really frustrates with this whole thing, and I still don't think Messi should have won it when they won the World Cup. Yeah.
No, that's the one that he shouldn't have won.
Matter what your club or your team win, it's based on
It's
the
down to
best
personal
player
performance.
in the world
Yeah,
at that
That's
moment in time.
that's the one. Yeah, I'd say Messi didn't deserve it. Definitely not. But the others, I would say, did. That
He
Ribery
probably-
one.
Yeah, I don't disagree, mate. He probably did.
But that Ribery one, that season, he was by far the best player. He won obviously the Bundesliga. He won the Champions League. He was scoring.
No, Matt. Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
won
it doesn't matter.
The Bundesliga, the Champions
Yeah,
League.
but he was
What
a
did
key
he
player.
contribute? If he cut
what did he contribute
45
to
goals
that?
and assists, absolutely deserves it.
Exactly. From what I remember, that time Ribery was that was prime Ribery. Obviously, I know he's a nonce or whatever he's done, but if we're talking about football, he should have won it that year, and he didn't win it because obviously Ronaldo won it. But as Ronaldo said, he said anyone who wins the Champions League should win the Ballon d'Or. Obviously, then Ribery's then responded saying, "Oh, right, so now you have to win the Champions League," in a bit of a spite that he should have won it. So
yeah, Ronaldo's a cunt as well.
Yeah.
I'd say he's my cunt of the week actually.
Heroes.
To be honest with you, no.
Nothing's gone on really.
I think I quite enjoyed watching the women's football the other day.
Oh, good blank.
We popped 5 past Portugal.
Beg your pardon.
We Which is always nice to see England do well against Portugal because we don't really see that much for men's side, do we?
No.
But yeah.
I've got a consul of the week, Massimo Solino, who owns Brescia.
I was going to say, is that a real name?
Yeah,
No,
that's a-
That an
you
Italian
remember, he used
dessert.
to own Leeds United, didn't he? 2014 to 2017. He owned Leeds United. He's just let a 114-year-old club go to fucking waste over what is essentially a relatively small debt.
I'd
Do
say.
you think he can come and take over Wednesday?
No, I just think it stinks. You know, you've got a club like that. It doesn't matter how successful they've been. I mean, they spent quite a
Gav,
few years.
is that on him or something else, or mate?
Is it what?
Is that on him or something else?
No, it is on him. If you look at his responses to it, so like I say, it's relatively small debt that he owns, and he's basically just turned around and said, "No, as far as I'm concerned, there's no longer a club. I'm not going to do anything else." But he's not pumped a shitload of money into the club or anything like that. And again, if you remember when he was at Leeds, he was the same there. I mean,
But Gav, I keep hearing this. An owner's responsibility is not to put money into a football.
no, but he won't even put the club up for sale. He's just literally willing to let them fold.
I'm just looking here. 3 million is the money that was owed. He refused to pay it.
So then put the club up for sale. Give him a fighting chance.
They
Don't
might
just
not have
fucking
that
let them
chance,
go.
Gav. How long is it going to take him to sell it based on how far in the journey that money's owed, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
No, you look.
I'm with you though, Mike. An owner's responsibility is to build a sustainable.
And which
Yeah.
he's
Business,
failed
right?
to do, by the way.
Yeah.
But what's been unsustainable? What's he not paid? I mean, you look at some of the players like Perlo, Roberto Baggio.
There's been some fantastic players played there over the years. I think it's so sad for the fans.
Yeah.
Massively sad. You know, you've got a
You've
lot
been
of
through
history
that
of
with
the
your
club.
second team, haven't you, Gav?
Yeah. Gav
Yeah,
Wells, alright.
yeah. You're going through
Shall
that
we do a
with your
quiz?
team, aren't you?
Sorry,
But no,
I was just going to say my cunt of the week.
Go on then.
I was just going to give it to Ronaldo. So,
Yeah. Anyway,
because
without
anyway,
Yeah.
but mainly because if I saw England players on the floor crying, praying, and
Because you
crying
won
because
Nations League.
Nations League, I'd want them to be like play for Wales,
Yeah.
go play for Wales or Ireland or Scotland, whatever you want, play for them. Because that is fucking embarrassing. It's fucking Nations League. It's a friendly tour. It's a friendly cup at the end of the day. You can celebrate trophies. No, it's brilliant to celebrate trophies, but it's not a prestigious trophy at the end of the day.
I don't know. I think my point on that is if England won it, we'd all be out on piss.
I
Not
would
for
have.
Nations League.
I
No,
couldn't
You
have-
would.
I would
You
not.
absolutely
I want not
fucking
for the
would.
Nations League. No,
It's
it's not.
friendly.
It's a friendly tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
I don't know.
yeah.
And I don't know what FIFA have to do to
UEFA.
make the tournament be taken more seriously.
It's
But
UEFA,
that's
isn't
on
it?
them. That sounds like a that's the UEFA problem.
It's. I don't know if it will have a catch or you spend all season when it's like international breaks when they're playing it. You don't watch it. You're just bored by it, and then
Yeah.
they expect you to watch the final. It's like there's nothing to it. There's no meaning. So yeah, I don't see the purpose in it. And it's the fact that
Right.
England are like 3 groups away, aren't they? We have to get like 3 promotions somehow to even get to the
something
final.
like that, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It will win World Cup next year, mate. I've stolen this quiz off a podcast that I can't remember the name of it, but I've obviously put my own swing on it. I will throw out there, I think Gav and Mike, you're going to get these straight away, so I think if we put a rule to give Mark at least 5 seconds to understand
That's fine.
what it is that he's seeing.
Bet you 5 and says it.
Don't underestimate me.
I bet you're a fiver. Gav still says it, yeah. Straight away, without even fucking dropping that. So what I'm going to do, I've got 10 teams. I'm going to show you a retro shirt sponsor that they've had in the past. You just got to tell me what team it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get some. I'll get Moss.
Yeah. I know
West
that
Ham.
one.
Yeah.
We got it. Yeah,
There you
West
go.
Ham. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Beautiful shirt.
Huddersfield.
Good effort.
Um,
It's not, but good effort.
Brighton.
It's not, but good effort. Gav, Mike, you can come in
No,
now.
I don't remember an Asda one.
I don't remember Asda.
Do you not?
Wigan?
No.
Wigan. Oh no, Chef Wednesday.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember when.
It was for one game. It might be a bit of a red herring, but yeah, one game. But it was a
That's
famous
why then.
shit.
Fucking hell. Bloody hell.
Is it a cup final, Joel? Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
It was, yeah.
Easy. We can all get that.
Yeah. Go on, Matt.
AC Milan.
Very good.
Great shirts.
Borussia Dortmund.
Oh yeah, Dortmund. No,
I looking for.
no, I actually know this one. I know
Yeah, but we can go straight in.
that.
Yeah, Dortmund. It
By the
is,
way, we're on a fiver.
Well,
Yeah.
this is a classic one.
Chelsea.
Great shirts.
You know it, Matt?
Some
Chelsea.
great players at that time.
Chelsea's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I can still see Gorgonzola.
Ooh.
I know that, do you?
Yeah.
Pizza Hut. We should have more Pizza Hut shirts now. I don't know. I want to say like, not Tottenham.
They're a Premier
So-
League club.
I was gonna say.
And the shirt colour's right.
I was gonna say Tottenham, but it won't.
It's not that one.
Well, you can see shirt colour behind.
Yeah. Well.
So it's a Premier League
go
club
on.
that wears white.
Fulham. Fulham.
Fulham, yeah. It's got it.
Oh. Well, was that recent?
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy!
Who is it?
Go on,
You don't
Mike.
know
Matt,
this,
who is it?
Bolton.
Bolton.
Oh, it's
Did
not
you
even
not
the.
know that?
Yeah, it's not
It
the
was
real one though.
supermarket next to Brandon Park, weren't it?
What do you mean it's not?
It's not the real one.
No, it's the match winner one. They're not real. Match winner.
Did you have a shirt that had no mid sponsor on front of it?
Yeah, but I'm saying that we
They should have
weren't.
fuck up then.
Yeah, we weren't made by match winner. Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
The only one. I
This
can
should
think
be
of.
Durex.
Is Southampton maybe?
Yeah,
yeah, well.
very good.
Yay!
What's special about this?
Go on. There's something very special.
You know, it's a fucking card shop, isn't it?
In fact, the guy who owned the shop used to own the club. His birthdays.
What is it?
Ah, that'll be why he went under then.
Oh, Bury.
In fact, Brian Robson used to co-own that business.
Oh my god.
Look at the state of that. It's awful, isn't it?
No, no. Classic.
There you go.
Wow.
What we need to think, Joel, is how do our Spotify viewers enjoy that segment?
Well, they don't, do they?
That's why you gotta watch on YouTube.
So we recommend if you are listening on Spotify, watch the YouTube bit from the quiz onwards.
Yeah, just to watch Gav's face light up when that Bury shirt come up at the end.
Yeah.
We had to
Yeah.
You know,
sort of signal to put his knob away.
They're listening
Bees
to
it.
fucking Bolton shite, so.
right, Tommy.
Hey, we've signed someone today.
We
Hey.
have.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wrexham.
yeah.
Have they got a greetings card shop?
No.
You're not going to tell us who you signed then? Fucking hell.
Scott Dalby from Wrexham.
Sam Dalby, yeah. Wrexham or Dundee.
Oh, very good.
It's from Wrexham, but he was at Dundee last season. Scored 15 goals. It's not bad.
Target man, so we need a hold up player. Let's just see, I guess.
He's not got a good record in England.
He's
The
not. I
optimist,
still
Mike.
think Scottish Prem is bottom half Championship League One level. So let's get 15 goals up there. Oh, excuse me. Did they finish in the Championship part of the league as well, Matt?
I think they did, yeah. Let me have a look.
I think they qualified for Europe. That also means that he's played better teams in that spell and got player of the season in Scottish Premier League as well.
Yeah, they did qualify for Europe first. Yeah, they've not been
Yeah,
bad,
so-
actually.
Yeah. So actually, when you think he's only played the back end of the season, which means he's been playing the better parts of that league, which are probably more of a championship level. I actually think it could be a really astute piece of business. 4-year deal.
I personally thought this is actually a good signing. I'm quite negative a lot.
I've had a
I
lot
think
of
this is-
negativity.
I
No
know,
way.
man.
Yeah, you hide that well, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been very positive about this because I think he's a target man. He's what we need, a bit someone physical, someone who can score a header. He can score fucking. I think he scores all of his goals are headers.
Yeah, it's a big cunt.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, something different.
Becomes a centre forward.
And he's got the age against him. What Bodvarsson didn't. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Against him or for him?
For him, yeah. He's younger, 25.
Yeah, that's for, not against.
Yeah, sorry, I meant for. So. Yeah,
But
good
I
signing.
think that's us done, isn't it? It's going to be quite.
Pretty much.
Next few weeks is probably in and out because depends on what's actually happening in the football world.
Transfer
It's mainly
news.
transfers, isn't it?
We've got the Club World Cup, if anyone's bothered about that. They're trying to push that out. That's another thing they're trying to do now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, you can do a Club World Cup fantasy league.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
We will set up a fantasy Premier League for next season. I think.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
shout.
I need to get a personal assistant just to do it for me.
Really?
Yes. Well, I'm full on for the first 2 weeks,
No,
and then that's it.
I used to be like
I'm
that,
just
but
too busy.
ever since I started winning, I started playing it.
Shame
I
your
don't
fucking
think-
gambling isn't the same.
I think it'll be a laugh.
Yeah.
Um,
Any of the Tottenham fans who want to join us?
Yeah.
Up on the down offensive, innit?
get a taste of the being higher up than 17th.
Yeah. Massive fans of the channel know, I believe, Tottenham Hotspur. No, actually, I've always had a soft spot for Tottenham. Back in the days of Ian Walker wearing them dreadful kits, to Stephen Carr racing down the touchline, to Fabrice Wamba nearly dying on the bloody pitch. I've always quite liked Spurs, to be fair. We're quite a good fan base. And they actually like Archie Gray as well, Matt, so you can go for
Yeah,
yourself.
just don't attack Archie Gray or any of the players.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so next season we will continue our themes of taking a piss out of Manchester United because that's not going to change.
I mean, yeah. There's going to be no stopping that, is there?
No.
You will see
Hopefully
us
we'll
down.
find those
Wednesday,
next season as well. We'll have a five-a-side team, so
Yeah. Chef Wednesday, obviously, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to end very well for them.
Nah, I think that's going to be like the fucking Oblivion ride at Alton Towers. I think that.
Yeah. And one of my favourite players of the year outside of the Premier League was James Trafford, who looks like he's going to get a move to a big Premier League club this summer.
Well, what we can do next week, we can share as Mount Rushmores.
Oh, God, yeah.
Are we doing the Rio
I can
Ferdinand
make
version?
them up.
Yeah.
No, just the 4.
Oh.
But I can make them up and we can share images of them if we talk
if
about
anybody
them.
watching's got any suggestions as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you got any suggestions about Matt to go fuck himself because he doesn't know about football, then just keep them coming.
If you want to tell us to go fuck ourselves and want to get involved,
Yeah.
just
Just
I've
tell us.
I've been told that a lot
Yeah.
this week on the comments, so
yeah.
not an issue
Yeah.
for me.
We are just a group of.
I thought my favourite comment, and I think we'll end on that.
Yeah.
Is I'm going to read it verbatim just so we get the full effect.
Oh, there might be some more comments.
Bunch of virgins.
Yeah. Bunch
Yeah.
of virgins.
And I just put, love that, keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
So what a pleasant comment to put on there.
I love the one off the Bolton fan.
Yeah, I'm a Bolton fan, and most Bolton fans have zero clue what they're on about. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Although
Brilliant.
there was one guy who put Gray has been awful, so
There's a few that are agreeing and a few disagreeing.
Yeah.
We love
It's
that.
been quite divisive, and I'd like to see why some are saying it and some aren't.
Your fella bases his football opinion off who scored ratings.
You deserve that one, Matt.
yeah.
Yeah, but all these... Oh, there's fucking five comments have been filtered.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, shall we go through them?
What a horrendous take.
What an absolutely horrendous take that is.
Oh, I've just
Being
seen
played
this
all
one.
through...
Oh, dear.
What?
Yet another video that just backs a reason to make podcast equipment more expensive and stop people like this and most of them being like to talk about football. VAR is ruining the game, but this is a close second.
Great.
I'm an absolute scholar.
Love it.
What an embarrassing take to try and be edgy. Approve. What an absolute horrendous take that is. Being played all through the defence for Spurs, who have been ragged by injury and has managed to fit in. He wasn't brought in for this. You don't play football on statistic.
So,
Poor take,
can
very
I
poor.
just
Approve.
defend something? Let's say Liverpool had injury to Van Dijk and Canate. They bring in someone. If he was absolutely gash and they were shit and they kept conceding goals, they'd call him shit. Now, I know he's 19 and he's not a defender and he's been played all
He's
over the
not a
place.
centre back, yeah.
No, but he was
You can't
when he was.
compare
No, and I
a
get
centre
that.
back getting injured to and the centre defensive
So,
fielder coming in.
let's
Playing out of
see.
position.
It will be interesting to see how he does next season, where he hopefully gets to play in his actual desired position. Because I know at Leeds he was getting played all over, wasn't he? When he was at Leeds.
But the matter of the fact is, right, this kid, I mean, I don't know about him, so this
he was
kid
good at Leeds.
has gone through academies, gone through scholarships, or whatever he's gone through to get where he is he not a good football player?
Well, obviously, I'm not saying he's a shit footballer.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, so why is he like you said on that clip, he's put himself in that position. Be prepared to take the flak for it if you've underperformed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And
He's on however much money a week. He's on a lot more money than we are a week. For doing something that he's supposedly good at. If he's underperforming in a really good team, that
you've got to be held to account. I don't disagree there, Joel. However, he's not the biggest problem at Tottenham.
He isn't. No, that's far from it. I just thought I haven't seen.
Yeah, Matt's given an opinion. That's the whole point of these podcasts, isn't it?
That's the whole point of a
It'd be
podcast.
fucking boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so fucking get a grip.
What
I've got a question for you.
Can we do like an edit reel next week of all the bits of Matt and Mike that we've had to edit out and take out? Can we just like do a blooper reel?
Do you want to edit another one out now? Oh, no.
So listen, someone put you lot have no clue, mate, basing your opinions off stats. Now I replied, isn't that what punditry is?
Yeah. A lot of punditry. I mean,
is it?
Yeah. Well,
isn't that what punditry is based on? Those that are sat on the panel, they share stats, don't they?
On opinions.
So then, why is somebody put that's definitely not what punditry is? Stats, actual stats, form part of things, but you need to actually watch them play. Not use crap like players.
I'm one who is one of I prefer you watching the player than actually stats, and that's where my Mahrez over Salah argument comes from, because you watch him, and I prefer Mahrez as a player. Not saying he's a better player.
You just went up like that, and I thought, he's actually talking some sense then, and then he threw that Mahrez thing.
No, I'm not talking about like. I'm talking about the eye on the eye. There's some players are like better on the eye, but stats wise they're better, and overall they probably end up better. Like
the last one before I approve.
Better three times doesn't make it better, Matt.
What an awful take! Statistically the worst of a stupid ratings app. If that's how you form an opinion on a player, how are you doing a pod? Approve.
No, it's all good. It's good
because we enjoy it. We're having a laugh and we're talking.
It's nothing serious.
Between mates,
it's nothing serious. At the end of the day.
We do describe that as four blokes talking shit about football. That's the description.
It is literally our tagline. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But keep bringing on those comments because it's bumping up our views.
I'll try and get less controversial though.
These people get paid for talking more shit about football, so we're doing it for free.
They do. Look at Joey Barton.
Yeah, exactly.
Joey Barton, what's that other slag called? Eddie Luco.
Yeah.
I'm going to like that one. Yet another video that backs reason to make podcast equipment more expensive.
I've also
Keep
just
on
noticed a
loving.
Huddersfield fan has commented on the Northern football.
Yeah. One of them was like, "Oh, he earns more money than our clubs or something," and I'm thinking, "What's that relevant?"
What's
to
that got to
I
do
know,
with
I
it?
know.
What's that got to
We're
do
not-
with
we're not-
price of Northern football?
Got more money than all your clubs owners added together. I think our ownership group's probably one of the richest in the outside the Premier League when you look at the senior stakeholders behind. But the best comment is, I didn't know this, that now that Huddersfield have changed their bio to the home of Northern football on Twitter.
I love it.
Let's find it. Let's find it and we'll finish on that.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, brilliant. There she is.
Fucking brilliant.
Love it.
Hey. Any queries to Huddersfield Town help? Is that
Shall we
queries
send
about?
them a query?
Is that a query about Northern football, or is that a query?
I
about...
think we need to send him a direct message for an explanation of what Northern football is.
Yeah. Say this is urgent. We need to know. Lee Grant has not explained it yet. Please put that. Lee Grant hasn't
Please
explained.
can
what
Lee
Northern
Grant
football-
come on the Decent Tackle
there.
podcast and explain
We're
it?
decent tackle pod. There's been some serious
Speculations.
questions asked about our discussion around Northern football.
Please can he come and do a bit with Joey Barton?
Would it be possible to get Lee Grant to join us on our podcast and explain the nitty gritty?
of Northern football.
Thanks.
Just put in brackets Northern comments.
Northern football.
Yeah. Thanks, eager Northern football fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, eager Northern football
Right, make sure you get Northern right.
fanatics.
Yeah. Enthusiasts.
Can you not just put where the Northern in brackets Decent Tackle podcast?
We are all Northern.
We are a Northern, yeah.
Decent
Well, apart from no,
tackle.
Joel is a
A
Northern.
podcast from the north. Yeah,
Yeah. And let's see the response.
off you go. Oh,
It's basic.
Oh, that would be not-
That's a challenge. Well, it's decent.
oh, let's have a challenge.
Oh.
Oh, B. Using the arrows, move the person.
It's that. Yeah, there you go.
That's right, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Fucking hell,
Hey.
Captain.
You've proven you're a human, Joel. That's always been debatable, so that's good to know.
I hope
Have they
it's
been
fucking
messaged?
sent it now.
No.
What's all that about? Well, I'll make sure I get one sent.
Get one sent, and we'll see the response. Next
Maybe
week.
maybe they've blocked any message that includes Northern football because they've had that.
Get one sent, and we'll see the response
Right.
next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week, right, lads?
Brilliant.
Yeah, we've been a
Yeah,
decent
pleasure.
tackle.
We have been.
Have a good one.
All
Good
the best,
night.
guys.
See ya.
See you later, guys.